Good afternoon. It's again time for a daily Bible reading and thought. I'm going to read from the third chapter of James' letter, the 13th through the 18th verse. Who is wise and understanding among you? Let him show by good conduct that his or her works are done in the meekness of wisdom. But if you have bitter envy and self-seeking in your hearts, do not boast and lie against the truth. This kind of wisdom does not descend from above, but is earthly, sensual, evil. For where envy and self-seeking exist, confusion and every evil thing are there. But the wisdom that is from above is first pure, then peaceable, gentle, willing to yield, full of mercy and good fruits, without partiality and without hypocrisy. Now the fruit of righteousness is sown in peace by those who make peace. May the Lord have a blessing to the reading of the Word. I think I was drawn to that scripture. I was having a lot of trouble this morning. I got up fairly early, like 4:30 in the morning. I was kind of drawn to the news. I thought it would put me back to sleep. Because sometimes it does that, but too many times it just angers me. You know, I get to the place where, man, I got to get away from it. I see how we are being divided in this country and in the world. I see how one group is hateful to another group. I can see how where people have more self-seeking than they do have for the rights and the joy and the health of others. And right here, James is saying this isn't the way that it ought to be. We're not supposed to be tribes. We're supposed to be people who come together and not pushing each other apart. And the thing is, it's not all that difficult. It really isn't all that difficult. James tells us right here, there's 8 little things right here. If we follow, we have a wisdom that's not from this world, but we have a wisdom that comes from above. It's just good to go over that. Just think, if every time you wanted to throw a brick through the television during a newscast, if you sit down and open up the book of James and look for these 8 little things, maybe life would get easier, maybe our relationships would get better. The 8 things, the keys, this is what James says. James says, for where envy and self-seeking exists, confusion and every evil thing are there. But the wisdom that is from above is first pure, then it's peaceable, it's gentle, it's willing to yield, full of mercy, good fruits, without partiality and without hypocrisy. 8 little things. They're not that difficult. We make them the attributes of our life, and we're bringing people together. We're not pushing people apart. We are forming a population of not like people, but people living together. How amazing would that be? Amen.